Okay, let's have one or two 5-minute games more today. I was going to head down to a quick play, but then I realised, well, on the sat-nav it was like more than 40 minutes to get there, so I thought I wasn't really that keen to go on a long drive, longish. Not that long, I suppose, but I don't know. Online chess is so convenient, I think. Playing Nimzo engine. So I need to get back to 2200 again. It's tough. So Benoni set up against G3 worked the other day. Okay. So it's going to go for knight c4 for d6 pressure, and bishop f4 maybe later. So what about b5 here? That's radical. For bishop e6. Pressure on e2 here. Right. So knight d7 and knight b6. I think. So knight d6, bishop e2, knight c4, knight b6. Mind you, knight d6 here isn't so hot. And the bishop takes b5. Ah, he's backed off. Okay. So is there potential for knight a4 coming out if I play queen d7, knight a4? I think queen d7 anyway. So he's blocked in his own bishop as well. It doesn't look very positional to block in, and I've got still nice position over there, so I'll try and get c-file pressure. Although, do I want to release that bishop? I think I want to leave it bad. So if I move the knight back over here to get to c7. Aha. Okay, maybe not. So just queen d8. I'm going to play knight c7 or rook b4. Rook b4 here, chase that queen away from the attacking position. Whoa, e3 is really weak. Can I just try and exchange off queens? With knight h5, is that naughty? I'm tempted to. If I don't, I could be in trouble anyway. So I seem to have, well, I'm going to try and keep this bishop a problem. There's bishop d4. I've got a lot of pressure here, I think, for this endgame position. Bishops are striking very nicely across the diagonals. I kind of like this position. This is another active, juicy sort of position like I had earlier, but instead of rooks, it's the bishops which are really good here. So rook b3. No, rook b3 or rook c4. Rook c4 might be possible. Knight e3. Rook c4 or rook b3. I don't know. I think rook b3 might be safer actually to go back. Be able to go back if needed. Right, can I just put pressure on d5? Let him take on h5. It'd be weakening e2 and d5 if he takes. So bishop d4 check or knight b5. Okay. Actually, rook b4 is also possible. That would add a bit of confusion because there's a fork possibility. I hope. So what do I want to do here? Maybe rook b8 or knight b5. Okay, rook b8 to start off with. Oh no, I've just gone into a pin, which means this no longer works as rook b3. Whoops. I've just lost the exchange. Whoops. He didn't take it. Okay, if I go back to b3 for a moment, that's pressure. I'm going to play for e5, try and get his passed pawn going. So really, what do I want to do here? If I take on a3, then knight e8, or just knight e8, maybe just knight e8 for a moment. So it centers under pressure, okay. This bishop should hopefully be a bit better. It's going to play knight e4 to get the big pawn. Maybe f5 takes, so I can round it up with rook. My rook on there is not good at the moment. There's no chance with the rooks. Bishop d3. That rook b7 for a moment, just to see if he's going to win that pawn. Maybe rook c8, just protecting the pawn, then try and round it up later. It's not ideal, but it might do, because he's actually opening up that bishop as well. Okay, pressure is on again. What about just bishop f8 for a moment, so I don't have to even lose the pawn. Knight f6 is not too dangerous. Knight f5 might be quite dangerous. Right, these pawns are getting to be quite annoying. So if I try and prompt knight d6, is he going to play knight d6? I'll try and win that pawn back. Hopefully his bishop's still going to be blocked in by his f4 pawn. So knight f6 could take. Right, okay, what's going on here? Knight d6, knight d6, knight d6, take, rook d8. Am I okay? Oh, it's still keeping a lot of tension in the position. Is f6 playable here? Just to try and remove that e5 pawn? I'll go for it, f6. Try and tactically remove e5 before he gets a big pass pawn. If I can take on e5. Right, is it worth taking on e5 now? The f pawn. I'm liberating that bishop though. That's the problem. I don't want to liberate this bishop particularly. So what about bishop c8? That might be an idea. Bishop c8. Keeping that bishop still. So d7 is highlighted as a blockade now, square. So we're down to about a minute each. I should be starting about speeding up. Pre-moves. Knight takes here. So knight takes f5. If knight takes, bishop takes. His bishop's still sort of behind the pawn on f4. It might be c4 later for bishop c5. f5 would be nice. Could play f5 now, couldn't he? f5, ouch. f5. No, he hasn't done that. Okay. So keep this pawn perhaps. He's going to get big a pawn now. Okay. Can I win this a pawn back? Whoops, knight takes f6 is on. Which is not good. Winning a piece. 24 seconds. Got to take though. So he's going to knight up. I'll just try and keep some counterplay going. 19 seconds. Oh, he's got the dreaded perpetual check if he wants it. That I've had the other day. Oh dear, that classic. There's nothing I can do to break out of that. Okay, yeah, this is quite a dramatic game, I thought. Tactically, threatening to crash through with his d pawn all the time. So he disproved the Benoni structure to a large extent. I'm not sure about this queen exchange now actually, but otherwise I thought this was slightly awkward. Queen d7, maybe bishop h3. Maybe it was best just to play queen c7, possibly, and try and bring the rooks back to the e file. I don't know, it's long-winded, but I thought I had a nice position overall, especially with that bishop blocked in here. That was a tough one with the e5 thematic breakthrough coming in. Then here, yes, went wrong again. The d pawn really did break through, and this knight f6 is helping. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.